hold your horses, because banks are being pulled into a fight bigger than money. Now we know the US and China have been competing for power for years. We're talking trade, technology, even supply chains. It's been playing out literally everywhere. But now, it's moved somewhere else, maybe even the least expected. Banks. The US is tightening sanctions to cut off money flowing to Russian-linked entities, and it's showing up in something pretty simple. Something as basic as a payment. A transaction can go through, get approved, everything looks fine, and still turn into a problem later. That's where things get tricky. So why can't banks just follow both sides? Well, it's a bit difficult than it sounds. Let me explain. The US has been tightening sanctions to cut off money flowing to Russian-linked entities. China, on the other hand, is saying keep business moving. So now you've got a problem, because that same payment is moving through systems that don't follow the same rules. Today, most payments run through a network called SWIFT. That's short form for Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. Let's just stick with SWIFT. Think of it as a messaging network banks use to tell each other, send this amount to this bank for this reason. And here's what's more fascinating. It connects 11,000 plus financial institutions across 200 plus countries and processes millions in messages every day. SWIFT doesn't move money itself. Well, it does tell the money where to go. And if a bank loses access to that network, moving money globally becomes extremely difficult. That's where US leverage comes in. If a payment touches the dollar system and raises sanctions risk, the US can step in with penalties, restrictions, or even worse. Now flip to China. China sees that dependence clearly, so it's been building cross-border interbank payment system, CIPS, its own system for yuan transactions. Same idea, move money across borders, but through a system it has more control over. It's smaller, yes, but it works. So now it's not just one system anymore. You've got two systems here, one led by the US through SWIFT and another China's building with CIPS. And they don't always agree, which means a single payment isn't just about money anymore. It's about which system it flows through and what that system allows. And that's exactly where banks get stuck. Every transaction moves through that split. Whichever way it goes, there's still a risk. So the question isn't, does this go through? It's, which system are we stepping into? Now at this point, you're probably thinking, okay, but how does this affect me? Fair question. It shows up in small things. You might notice a payment taking longer than usual, or something just not going through. Sometimes, a deal that should have happened just doesn't. And if you run a business, you might have it way worse. Delays, higher costs, two or fewer options when dealing across borders. And even if you don't, it still shows up in how smoothly money moves or doesn't. Because behind the scenes, every transaction is being looked at more carefully, and that caution, it definitely slows things down. So this whole situation, payments getting caught between two systems, China banks moving in a limbo, CIPS as an alternative for SWIFT, isn't just about sanctions. It's what happens when the rules don't line up and no one can fully follow both. This is the clash of two giants, and it's already playing out in decisions at the top and in friction everywhere else. Because when two systems pull in different directions, the middle gets squeezed and eventually something gives. So the real question is, in the clash of two giants, how long can businesses stay in between? Stay tuned for more updates only on Pan Finance.